Hi, my name is Jessica, and I'll be discussing about my vocational autobiography. So, a little bit about my counseling experience and background. I worked at Teen Challenge for about 2.5 years. It is a faith-based organization, and the girls who went there would have to stay there residentially for about 15 months. I was a residential counselor for about 6 months. So I lived on campus in one of the dorms. And after I got married, I lived off campus and worked as a full-time counselor over there. It was definitely a great experience for me because it was actually my first time really experiencing being in a counseling room and having counseling sessions with clients. And so definitely used a lot of counseling skills along the way, and I learned a lot about myself. And so it was just a great opportunity and experience for me working over there. And that picture is actually on the PowerPoint is a picture of me and another staff who lived in one of the dorms, and all those girls were the girls who were living in our dorm at that time. And so one of the girls actually drew this picture, and so I love that picture. I still have it today, because it just reminds me of just the experience I had working there residentially, and the impact that these girls had also even my life, is seeing them progress, seeing them face challenges. Again, it's just really instilled in my heart to really know that counseling is definitely something I wanted to continue to pursue while I was working here. I'm currently actually working part-time at Stella Care, and so what I do is I'm an adult mentor for adults with disabilities, and what I do is I help these adults in the community. So whenever they are triggered and they are at a place where they're escalated, I'm there as a mentor to really help them de-escalate and redirect them, and to respond more appropriately as they're out in the community. And so I get this opportunity to work with individuals with disabilities, and it's definitely been a challenge because I've never worked with individuals with disabilities before. But I think it's definitely helping me in my counseling field as well, because it just broadens my experience. And so, yeah, I've been really enjoying it so far, and I hope to continue to grow in this population. So my future career plans, after I graduate from my graduate program, I plan on getting my licensure in LPC. I'm really open to working with any population, but lately my heart has been more geared towards children or individuals who have been abused, and I will also like to work with families. And I think these two main things are sensitive to my heart, because I experienced some abuse in the past as well, and I've had a lot of family problems growing up, and just being able to work through my family problems and working through my past abuse has really developed who I am today, and has given me such compassion and such a heart towards individuals who do struggle in those areas. And I want to be able to give them hope, and be able to empathize with them and understand what they're going through. And so that's pretty much the direction I want to go. I don't mind either it's residential or if it's a facility that's a nonprofit organization. And so either one, I'm open to any population, but also definitely more geared towards this direction with abuse in families. So a few theories that I would implement or integrate in my counseling sessions is CBT, person-centered, and gestalt therapy. I like CBT because I feel like CBT really focuses on helping clients overcome or change the distorted, faulty thinking. And I think the way we process things, the way we view ourselves as people, really affects how we feel and how we act. And so I think implementing CBT is so vital to seeing our clients progress. CBT is so important, helping them see how their identity, how they view themselves, and changing any faulty thinking and giving them positive thinking and truth thinking. And so I just think that's something that's very important to use in counseling. Person-centered, I feel like I've used that many times in the past, and even now as I am in my internship, I've seen it being used. And so I think it's so important to allow the clients to process things and talk about what they're going through, allowing them to really lead, and as the therapist is there to listen, and just kind of reiterate and restate what they're already stating, but also like seeing the client realize what they need to work on along the way, and helping. They know, I feel like a lot of the clients know what the problems are and what needs to happen, but they sometimes just need to talk it out loud. And again, it's not all clients, but I feel like a lot of clients that I have worked with have been able to find the solution to their problems by just talking, just expressing their thoughts to someone, and having someone just to be there to listen and to empathize. And so person-centered is definitely something I would use in my counseling sessions. And I also believe gestalt therapy is also a very good therapy as well. I really actually like the empty chair technique that they use, and they focus on the here and now as well with gestalt therapy. I think gestalt therapy is something that I want to use because you can go back to your past a lot. You can't really go back and change it. And I think it's important to go back and to think about your past and think about how it affected you to who you are today, but focusing on the here and now, what can be changed, what the solution is now. I think that's very important. That's what the gestalt therapy focuses on. And with the empty chair technique, I think that helps a lot with bringing restoration and healing of relationships. And so I think I would probably end up using that as well in my future sessions with clients. So with a planned my client assessment plans, and I think with this, I really like the trait and factor and person environment fit converge, and it's in the textbook, and I would go through all the 7 stages and just work with clients along the way and set goals. And assessments is vital. Using the assessments, and as well as allowing them to really identify who they are. It says even in the textbook, the major goal for this method is to really allow self-knowledge to occur for the client. And I think that's important for clients to recognize who they are, their identity. And when they start to know who they are, their identity, they can also find what direction they want to go and what environment they want to work in, and some of their, what makes them happy, what satisfies them in a career setting. And so I really like this method that is being used, and I would probably use this in the future when it comes down to helping clients assess and set future career goals. And that is the end of my presentation.